All right. Good morning, South Aiken family. This is Sam Fuller, once again, your principal here to discuss a couple items with you. As you all know, the quarter two has already begun. And with the block schedule, the change to block schedule, we are almost to the halfway point for the end of quarter two. We are past the halfway point for semester one, which means your grade for if you're in algebra one, probability statistics, English four, uh, computer science, whatever class it is, that class will end on December 19th. Okay. We are no longer on the traditional schedule where you all took 7 classes. We're on the block schedule, which means that your class will end on December 19th. I cannot stress that enough. Okay. There is no second semester for the class that you're in right now. That class ends on December 19th. Please hear me when I say that and understand that the first quarter is equivalent to the first semester that we had on the previous school calendar. Okay. So now you're over the halfway point. Okay. This is normally you're past the point that we would normally have at Christmas of last year. We are past that point, and we are now at the point to where the semester will end. The class that you're in will end on December 19th. Say it with me one more time. December what? 19th. Okay? So that's right around the corner. We are in November what? 2nd. We are right around the corner from December 19th. So I can't reiterate that enough. Okay? So if you have not already started, you need to be working on your first semester grades. All right? You need to be working on going to see your teacher during win time, working on improving that class, turning assignments in. There's no excuse for you to have a 0 in any of your courses. We have win time. There's no other school in the district that has the ability to have win time but South Aiken. And we have the ability so you can get your tutoring done, you can get studying done, you can do all the things necessary for you to be successful academically. You have to take advantage of that time. So please make sure you're doing that. Now, as we also go through and reiterate some important things as far as quarter two goes, all right, we haven't done a tardy blitz in a while. Haven't talked to you all a whole lot about earbuds and cell phones and all those kinds of things. But guess what? We're back with all of those things. Okay? So you all went over the dress code at the beginning of the year. We talked about it. You know how important it is. You know how important earbuds are, cell phones. You know how important all those things are. And I'm seeing a lot of them. All right? I'm seeing a lot of them. I told you all before, I have no desire whatsoever to confiscate those items from you. None whatsoever. My admin team has no desire to take those items. My teachers have no desire to take those items. But if we see those things, we can and will take them. Okay? And you say, and please don't come to me and say, Mr. Fuller, I need to talk to you. Please tell your parents also, I need to talk to you. Okay? I had earbuds in. She took mine. He took mine. But there were 3 other kids that had theirs in. You are not supposed to have men. Okay, you're not supposed to have men before school during winter. You're not supposed to have men. So if I walk down the hallway and I see 1, take it out. 2, take it out. 3, take it out. 4, take it out. And you're the unlucky number 5, and I say give them here. Okay, there's nothing to argue about. You are in the wrong. Okay, you will not be able to use that excuse that you didn't do it for somebody else, but you did it for me. It's not a viable excuse. Okay, so please don't take that approach. Same thing with dress code and anything else of that nature. It is not a viable excuse to say, well, you didn't correct 3, 4, 5 other kids. That's not a viable excuse. Okay, if you are driving and speeding down the highway and you're keeping up with the flow of traffic, the speed limit is 70 miles an hour. Everybody's going 75, 80 miles an hour. and the trooper pulls you over, you will not be able to tell the highway patrolman that, you know what, everybody else was speeding. Why didn't you pull them all over? Okay, he's going to write you a nice $200+ ticket, and you're going to go before the judge, and the judge is going to say, and you're going to say, Judge, he just pulled me over. There were other people speeding, and the judge is going to say, I completely understand that. That's going to be about 4 points off your license. Sounds good. Take that and enjoy that. Okay, that excuse doesn't work anywhere in the world, you all. Okay, I decided to take it. Administrator decided to take it. Teacher decided to take it, and they missed somebody else. You can't be mad about that. I'm telling you right now, it's against the rules. I said it before, I say it again. Okay. Same thing with IDs. You always see me with my ID on. Okay, you always see me with my ID on. I have to keep my ID on because that's how I keep up with my pins when I get at the sign stuff. You all going to get dance tickets and this, that, and the other for Sadie Hawkins and homecoming and prom and this, that, and the other. And you say, Mr. Fuller, can you sign this? You all never bring me a pen. So I have to keep my pens right here. And so I keep them here and it's on my ID. So I have to put it in my pocket. It doesn't leak into my pocket, anything of that nature. I keep my ID on. You all have to wear your IDs as well. Okay, I told you all in the previous video, we're not going to argue with you about it. We're not going to say, take it out, pull it out of your pocket. All we're going to do is say, hey, you don't have your ID? Boom, here's your temporary. And then everybody's got plenty of time. Then we're going to email Mr. Yarborough. Mr. Yarborough's going to print you another one. Okay, on that second time, Mr. Yarborough's going to print you another one. And we're just going to charge you $5. All right, and then we'll get you another one. And your teacher that wrote you that sent Mr. Yarborough the email is going to get that ID badge, hand it to you, and now you have 2. And then if you don't want to bring that one to school, now you have 3. You don't want to bring that to school, now you have 4. And then next thing you know, you got $15, $20, $30, $40 worth of fees that you got to pay before you get that high school diploma and get that graduation. Okay, so just make sure wear your ID. I walk into school, mine is sitting on my desk. I walk in my office, put my computer down, take it out, put it on around my neck. I'm good to go. Okay. Same thing if you got a coat on. Make sure you take coat, take your sweatshirt on, put it on, pull it out, put it back on. Okay. I always keep it on the outside because again, it keeps it easy for me to have my pins right there. It's not that hard to keep it on the outside of your clothing so we can see it. All right. So make sure you're doing that. Okay. Now, if your teacher gives you a temporary, or you come to that teacher's class and now they're giving you a brand new ID because you didn't wear it the past couple of days and you refuse to put on, that's a whole nother story. Now it goes into refusal to obey, okay, which is a suspendable offense for either ISS or OSS, and a whole nother issue. Wear your ID, wear your temporary ID on your chest, okay? And then if you sit and say, well, I don't want to put it on, okay, we're not going to argue with you. It's just going to be a referral, refusal to obey, and we keep it moving. Okay, no big deal to us. All right, it's not a big deal to put it on. And some of you may say, well, Mr. Fuller, it's not that big a deal. You know who I am. Why do I have to wear it? You are completely right. Like I said, if it's not that big a deal, then put it on. Okay, it's not that big a deal. Put it on. All right, now next week. All right, next week. We're going to begin tardy blitz enforcement. Okay, tardy blitz enforcement, and this video is going to go out to your parents as well, so they'll have the same information. We are not going to announce the first block tardy blitzes when we're going to do them. Let me say that again. We are not going to announce the first block tardy blitzes. You are late to school, and it's a first block tardy blitz. You will have lunch detention for the entirety of win time. We'll call you out so you can get your lunch, and then you will have lunch detention. Sorry, my wife is calling me. And it's after school, everybody. So don't think I'm sitting here recording the video and I'm in the middle. It's after school, so my wife is calling me. And see, y'all get me in trouble with my wife. Shame on you. But if we got a tardy blitz going on, we're not going to tell you the day before. I've done that in the past, and let you know that, hey, we're going to have a first block tardy blitz, so you'll get to school on time. Okay, I'm not going to give you a warning. This is your warning right now. If you're late to school, bring a parent note. You get 5 of those. Bring a parent note. You get 5 of those. That will excuse you and continue the class and keep you from getting a lunch detention for that day. But again, you get caught in tardy blitz, you're gonna be have to miss the entirety of win time for lunch detention. Okay, you have to miss the entirety of win time for lunch detention. Say it again, you miss the entirety of win time, not first half, not second half, the entirety of win time for lunch detention. You get caught in one of those tardy blitzes. Be on time. Be on time. All right. And so we may run tardy blitzes all next week. We may run them the entire week. We may run them all the way from now till we get the Thanksgiving break. We may run 2 a day. We may run 3 a day. You don't know. So be on time. Okay, it's that simple. Be on time. All right. Like I've told you all before, I can guarantee you all employment. May not be the best job, may not be the job you want, but I can guarantee you a job if you can do 3 things. Show up to work on time, show up to work every day, pass the drug test. Okay. It's not a hard formula. And attendance is vitally important. And we're trying to make sure we reiterate the importance of it here at South Aiken. Okay. So show up to school on time, show up to school every day, and stay out of the bathrooms doing stupid stuff. I'm walking in the bathrooms and I'm seeing a little bit of haze. Okay, I'm walking and seeing a little bit of haze. All right. Don't be in there. Don't be in there doing things that you should be doing. All right. You walk you walk with that fine line long enough. Eventually you're gonna fall to the wrong side of it. Don't be mad once again when you fall into that side. All right. Last thing. Okay. Throw your trash away in the lunchroom. Throw your trash away when you're outside. Okay. We have to take care of our building. Have to, everybody. We have to. We've been shorthanded as far as custodians go for who knows how long. We've been shorthanded. Okay. And our cafeteria is unique. Okay. You all have the ability to walk through the cafeteria going from block to block. It's there during lunch. Then we have wrestling practice, cheerleading practice, and everything else that goes on after school. It is a hard place to keep clean because we can never close it. Okay, we can never close it because, again, you all transverse throughout the day, and we have practicing in after school. It is hard enough to keep it clean. You all have to assist us by throwing away your trash. One thing I do not want to do in order to prove a point is take away win time. But folks, there's a separate lunch bell schedule that's posted in the hallways, that's posted in your agenda, and we have that ability, we have that option to do it at any point in time. Don't want to do it, have no desire to do it, but we have the ability to do it. So make sure you're cleaning up after yourselves. Make sure you're throwing your trash away. It takes very little effort to do the little things, but the little things done by every person day in and day out amount to a big improvement. So let's all make sure we're doing those little things to ensure that school stays clean. Make sure we're doing those little things, going to class, being on time, because when you're late to class, you're disrupting somebody else's learning as well, because the teacher now has to stop what they're doing in order to welcome you to class, maybe get you caught up with what everybody else is doing. It disrupts, it sets off the timing. Be on time, okay? And I'm just letting you know, we had a faculty meeting. We had a faculty meeting on Wednesday. Tardies was a big conversation amongst the faculty and staff, a big conversation. And y'all, I can't be out here looking bad in front of my faculty and staff about tardies. Can't do it. Okay, so there's going to be some things coming. There's going to be some conversations had. I'm having a principals meeting with other principals around the district. We're going to talk about tardies. Okay, so you better tighten up. Don't get caught up in the wash. All right. So we talked about dress code. We talked about tardies. We talked about grades. I'm going to reiterate that once again. Make sure you're doing the things, because the semester ends on what date? December 19th. Okay. So you got a little bit of time left. We're November 1st right now. We got Thanksgiving break coming up. It's going to come very, very quickly. Oh, that's what I need to go over with you all. Exam schedule. Okay, we went over the exam schedule before, went over it again. make sure you are paying attention to when ELCs are happening and when final exams are happening. Okay, make sure you're paying attention when ELCs are happening and when final exams are happening. All right. You're gonna have 2 weeks off. You had 2 weeks off in October. You're gonna have 2 weeks off in December. Okay. All these trying to take exams early because you want to go on vacation. You want to do this. You want to do that. Stay here. Get your exams taken care of. Okay. Everybody wants to go on vacation. You're not unique in that aspect. Everybody wants to go on vacation. Okay. I would love to take a couple days and leave a little early too, but I got a job, got a responsibility, and we're preparing you for that same aspect in life. So make sure you're doing those things. Okay. All right. Spirit Week is over. Halloween is over. So now we get back. We're gonna get back into the rhythm of things. Get everything rolling downhill again. And let's do the little things right to keep everything going well. All right. If you have questions, please ask, because we're here for you and here for your support, here for your success. And remember, it's every thoroughbred, every day. All means all. Have a great day, South Aiken.